Hi guys, so this is the video for RF10. The essential part of RF10 is to know how to do find the point of intersection graphically. All right, so in example 1, we're given the equations in the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, so that would be 2 over 1, and you always find it in front of the x because 2 is actually 2 over 1. And b is the second part of the equation, which is right here. So that would be 0, negative 1. That is your b, or if you want, you can just put minus 1. Okay, so b is your starting point. So you're going to start at negative 1. It's always on the y, because this is your y-intercept. And then you're going to use the slope to figure out the rest of your points. So from negative 1, you're going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, over 1. It's really important that you actually follow the slope, because that is the only way to find your actual point of intersection. Intersection, I should say. Okay, and then you use a straight edge to do your line. Okay, so that's line number 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the second line on top of that graph as well and see where the two lines meet. So this is my slope, which is 2 over 3. And this is my b, which is positive 3. So I'm going to start on b. So I start at 3. And my slope is 2 over 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And look at that. I already found my point of intersection. I'm just going to keep it going just to show you how it looks. 2, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and when you put them together, this is how they look. So where the two lines cross is at this point right here. Okay, and that point is 3, 5. So your point of intersection will be 3, 5. Okay, your point of intersection is 3, 5, because you always start on x and then you go meet y. All right, so we're going to do the same thing for example 2. Your slope is 1 over 2 and your b is 3. So you're going to start at 3, always start on the y, and you're going to go 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and go down. When you're going the other way, you just go the opposite. Okay, so that's your first line. Right here. And for this one here, whatever's in front of the x, when it's just a negative, it's as though it was 1, because x is 1x. And if there's nothing after, it's as if there were plus 0. So your m, your slope is actually minus 1 over 1, and your b is 0, which means you start right on the origin right here. And then it's a negative slope, so you're going to go down 1 over 1. You're going to follow it down like this, and you're going to go the other way, so you're going to go up 1. And see, I've already hit my point of intersection, but again, I want to create a really nice line, so I'm just going to keep going for a little bit. I'm going to join my points, and I see that my two lines meet right here. So that is the point negative 2, 2. So my point of intersection would be minus 2 and positive 2. Always x, y when you're looking at a coordinate. All right, example 3 comes out of RF5. Okay, this is when, so here you can see that they were written in y equals mx and b. Y equals mx and b. Same thing for example 2, y equals mx and b, and y equals mx and b to 0. These ones are not written in the same format. Okay, these are written x and y equals, x and y equals. This is when you're going to go back to R5 and you're going to find your point of intercepts. Okay, this is where you make your table here. One side is x is 0 and the other side is y is 0. So if x is 0, you have 0 minus y is equal to minus 1. Minus y is equal to minus 1. Y is therefore equal to 1. So that is your y-intercept. If y is equal to 0, we have x minus 0 is equal to negative 1. X is then equal to negative 1, and you have your x-intercept. So easy way to put that on your graph, your 0, 1 is here. Your minus 1, 0 is here. And you can tell that your slope is 1, 1. So what you're going to do is you're just going to follow that slope to give yourself a really nice line. So 1, 1. Okay, and that gives you a really straight line. And make sure you always go up and down. We're going to do the same with this one. Create a table. X equals 0 on one side, y equals 0 on the other side. Okay, so if x is 0, we have 3 times 0 plus 2y is equal to 12. 3 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 2y, you have 2y is equal to 12, and y is then equal to 6. So then 0, 6 is your y-intercept. And then if y equals 0, we have 3x plus 2 times 0 equals to 12. So 3x equals 12. X is then equal to 4. And that's 4, 0. And again, to put it on, 0, 6 is here. 4, 0 is here. And without, like, unless I can make a really, really nice line, you always want to find out the slope. And the slope here would be negative 6 on 4. So the slope would be minus 6, 4, which is actually minus 3, 2. And I'm just going to go minus 3, 2 to make sure that I'm right on point. Okay, I'm going to follow that slope. I'm going to make my line and my point of intersection is right there, and that point is 2, 3. Okay, so whenever you're doing a anything with RF10, when you're looking for a point of intersection, okay, you're supposed to look at whether it's written in the y equals slope and x, y equals slope and x, or if it's written in x and y equals. Okay, so one of the skills of RF, or any RF, is to know when to use this skill, so when to use the M and the B, and when to use your intercepts, which is this table. And you know that just by looking at the way that the equation is written, okay? And that is for RF10, the essentials.